Hey, Frank. Hello, hello, hello. Brenda. And Jim. Hello, everybody. Yep. Another evening with Paul Murray and friends. Some of my friends are here, some of them are not yet. Hopefully they will, but we'll see. Hanging with JD. How's it going? I appreciate all of you showing up so quickly. It really makes me feel good about the whole thing. Yeah, I imagine that some people have other things going on, that's for sure. I know that in Justin's case, he's probably not home yet from the bus ride. David, he kind of comes in and out. Time change, the difference between here in England and Dominic hasn't been here in a while though. The Saginaw is putting in the Sarnia for some repairs, I understand. There it is, right behind the this little point that sticks out here and back there behind there. I think the Saginaw was built back in the 1940s. It's an old one. It had I think if I can remember correctly, there was some thrusters problem, something that didn't work on the ship that they were going to fix or repair or do maintenance on. Because when it came down yesterday or earlier today, I think it was yesterday, when it came down, it had a tug with it just to help keep it in line. I know, Jim. Yep. Well, that's the Saginaw. I'm pretty sure. Let me check. Yeah, it's the Saginaw. Same design as the Alpina, but it's the Saginaw. You can just barely make out, it says Saginaw across here. It's being assisted by a tug. The Pride, which is a tug out of Sarnia, is assisting it. But with all the leaves off most all the trees, you can see it really fairly well. I bet those apartment buildings got some good view of the water and the river. That's Sarnia over there. Sarnia, Ontario. Yeah, it very well could be. I can go over here and look and see. Um, was launched on February the 23rd in 1942 and originally was the SS Leon Fraser, built by the Great Lakes Engineering Works of Ecorse, Michigan. Launched on February the 28th, 1942. It was designed to carry iron ore and was one of the class of 5 identical ships built during World War II. Was originally owned by Pittsburgh Steel Company. 1982 was purchased by Fraser Shipyard. Was shortened to 120 feet and converted into a self-unloading cement carrier. 1990, it was renamed the SS Alpina and began its current role in transporting cement products. It measures a total right now, because they shortened it by 120 feet, 520 feet in length, 67 feet in width, and it has a 35-foot draft. Can carry approximately 17,097 tons of cargo. Speed when fully loaded, the ship can travel at 14.5 miles per hour or 23.3 knots. When unloaded, it can speeds up to 16 miles per hour at 26 knots. Yeah, Jim, you're right, 1942. And according to the data on it, as of 2024, the ship was owned by Andre Transportation Group, Inland Lakes Management, reported to be operational and actively transporting goods, having returned to service after repairs following a fire in December of 2015. Here comes Mark.
Hi, Paul.
Hey, how you doing?
That didn't make any sense.
What?
You said 16 miles an hour or 23 knots.
Yep.
Well, 1 knot is 1.1 mile an hour. So
Well, that's what it was. That's what was written.
the miles per hour should be more than the knots.
Yeah, what I'm showing you now is where here it is in Canada, and here's the ship. The actual ship is the green one. It's going to go up there and dock for repairs. Yeah, me too, Jim. It does. It's amazing how they can shorten or lengthen ships. Russ is watching too. Russell's on here.
And Jim, Russell, Jody, Brenda.
Mark, what did you do today? Anything interesting?
I just went and had me diabetic foot care done.
Oh, it's hard to believe it's already dark here. 5:20 in the afternoon.
It's going dark at 4:20 here. Mm.
I was just remarking. See these buildings across over in Sarnia?
Uh-huh.
I bet their apartments, those are some great apartments to have because it overlooks the river
Yeah.
and everything, you know? I can't imagine what they're paying for that.
Mm.
Probably not cheap.
No, I would imagine not. Mind you, even cheap housing isn't cheap anymore.
Yep. Hey Russ, how's it going? Yeah, I think I got 3 ships today or 4 did I get? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 ships today. Kathy McHale, the Vizenu, and the Olive L. Moore.
It hasn't stopped raining all day here.
Oh, it's still raining?
Yeah.
Wow. We got a few sprinkles when I was doing the ships and then it cleared up. So I don't know. But I see it's also mixed with clouds out there now. So
Mm.
suppose it wouldn't hurt if I threw a few more peanuts out. I'm starting to get low on peanuts.
Dusty.
Yeah, Dusty, that is a very. I watched that video of the Edmund Fitzgerald, the divers down there and everything. Yep, that was quite a video. It's just amazing to me how they can do all that stuff. It's like the Titanic, when they went and did that too.
Okay, Dominic.
Boone is over sleeping, Jim. Boone's sleeping on the end of the couch in the other room. But I closed all the drapes, that's why. Because it's dark out. Hey, Dominic is here. Speak of the devil, I was just mentioning you, Dominic.
How are how are we all?
Good. How are you doing, Dominic?
Yeah, I'm all right.
We've missed you
Yeah, I
the
know.
last couple days.
I know the last 2 days I have other commitments these days. But I thought I'd get on this morning and say hello and tell everybody that we had AC/DC here last night, and people within a 6 mile range could hear it. That's what I came on to say. Everybody within 6 miles could hear it, which is funny. And I was listening because I was driving earlier when you started. I was listening, and yes, not just slightly more than the miles. Yeah,
Yeah, 1.1.
1.1. So I think you said 18 miles. And I think that's 19.8 or 19.9
Okay.
knots. Yeah.
Dominic, Brenda said hi to Dominic.
No,
Hello,
it's
Brenda.
around.
Hello to everybody in the chat. I'm on my phone and I don't know how long the battery's going to last. So,
Jim also said good day.
hello to Jim. And I think I heard Russell's name mentioned.
Yep.
So,
Yeah,
Yep.
hello to them. Hello to everybody in the chat if I've missed you.
it's the other way around though, Dominic. 18
Oh,
knot is 98
yeah,
miles.
yeah. I realized when I said it. Yeah. Hmm. Well, it's still not warming up yet.
What's temperature there like now?
It's barely scraping the 70s.
Okay.
Oh, you poor thing.
And we might even get to 80.
Wow.
No, yeah.
Now
But one good thing,
the
I'm just
heat
going to say that,
the heat of the day is in the middle of the day for you.
yep. Sort of like the 3 and 4 o'clock. And it
Yeah.
it can actually continue into, 5 o'clock sometimes.
We're not even getting into the 60s now.
Yeah. And our sunset is after 8 p.m.
Ah.
As I heard,
Mark says it's been raining all day there.
I heard the two of you bemoaning the fact that the sun sets early.
That's
So I thought
early.
I'd point that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my turn.
Now, in your summertime,
Yep,
how early does the sun rise and how late does it usually set?
we can get, I think the earliest is like 5:45 in the morning, and the latest is 8:45.
Okay.
So it's the best part of 15 hours. And the short of it, and at the short end, it's 9.5.
From
So that's,
sunrise to sunset, 9.5 hours.
yep, that's the short, on the shortest day, 21st of June. But if I go a little bit north on that day, it's a little bit longer.
Okay. Yeah, because you're heading towards the equator, right?
Yep. And that's why, Queensland and Northern Territory doesn't do daylight saving, because their days are long enough. Because if you've got the sun setting at 8:45, and then you add another hour to that, yeah.
So you guys do have daylight savings time then?
In my state, yes. New South Wales, which is the state above me, does. South Australia to the west of me does. Western Australia doesn't.
Oh, we've got
And Queensland doesn't.
So it's every province up to themselves. Is that what it is?
Well, considering the fact that we generally have 3 times, but those 3 time zones become 5. Because the Northern Territory, Western Australia, and Queensland don't take part.
Mm.
So there's 8.
what we got. We've got the sun rising at 7:28 and setting at 16:16.
Wow. Wow. I don't think that's the earliest that sets is about 6 or so minutes past 5. It gets up to 8:45. So that's at 8:45 is really 7:45 because of daylight saving.
Yeah, we've still got another month yet of it getting later, earlier.
Yeah,
So it's going to get down to about 3:30.
Jesus. That's harsh.
Mm,
But, you know, you'd probably get, I'd probably get used to it if I'd lived there. It's the same as living here. You get
Yeah.
used to it.
yeah, in the summer, we can get daylight at 4 o'clock in the morning and not going dark until 10:30 at night.
Oh, that'd be great. I must come there. I must remember to come there in summer. Have you got that amount of daylight? That'd be awesome.
Mm. So, anything fun on the agenda today?
Yeah, I've got a couple of things I need to attend to, but it's a nice and sunny day, something that we haven't had in, I reckon, a week.
Mm.
So I'm going to try and, but I'm going to try and get some sun, but it's windy. So, fuck, pardon my French, but Jesus, I can't. And the KP index is pretty high too.
Yeah, it's so bad.
I've got it recorded at 7.33
God, I've not even looked at that. Let's have a open.
because I know people. I
4.
know people. Oh, okay, it's gone down.
4.67 here.
Oh, okay,
And it's usually pretty much the same all over the world.
yeah, unless it's changed in the last 2 hours, might have dropped. But when I got up, I was chatting to a few people just slightly north of me, and they saw the Southern Lights,
All
the
right.
Aurora Australis.
Yeah. I got 35 satellites visible
Mm-hmm.
and 27 locked.
Yeah, unfortunately, I've got to travel an hour and a half to get into a dark sky site because where I am, we suffer from light pollution,
Yeah.
as in too many globes, too much light is around.
Yeah.
And it's good for safety, keeps people safe, but at the
Yeah.
same time, you don't see too many stars, and that's a problem.
True.
Okay. Back in 5.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where all our regulars are, Mark.
I don't know. Justin will only just be getting home. I don't know whether David's coming on tonight or not. I don't know whether there's any football on. I didn't look.
I thought he said he'd be changing around his room.
Oh, was he changing his room?
Yeah, he is. He was taking a wardrobe down and
Okay.
doing stuff
I'll be
on
back.
it.
Thanks, Dominic.
Women's League Cup, Women's Champions League, couple of internationals. No, not much in the way of football tonight.
Okay. Hmm. And we're away.
What was that coffee ordered?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's my next stop.
Mm.
I had to drop something off. Okay, way back. Okay. Where am I? Shit. Hope the battery lasts. Mhm.
Well, don't you you do a lot of walking, don't you carry like a small battery charger in your pocket or?
Yeah, but I forgot to charge it.
Oh, okay.
So I'm hoping it lasts until I get back to the little co-working space that I've got. Once I get there, I can take out my charger. So I've got a huge bag of cables, connectors, chargers, and everything. But the one thing that I wanted was a portable charger, and I forgot to charge that. So that'll get charged alongside a laptop and other various things that need to be charged. Yep.
Yeah, I know, Jim. The weather, the local weather is talking about maybe 50 by Sunday.
Jesus. Yep. marked it. So if I suddenly drop off, you'll realize where I've gone. Battery's dead.
No power.
Yeah. Mm.
So Dominic, where are you off to today?
I've got to go in the city to finish off a few things I need to do. And
So you're
then I'm going to,
waiting for a bus or a trolley?
yeah, waiting for the tram. Yep. Or trolley, as you probably call them. Yep.
Now, do they allow you once you get on the tram to charge your phone or anything?
No. And that's, and I've noticed that. That I've also noticed that in other states they do that, but they
Yeah.
just don't do that here,
Yeah.
which is a real shame.
Well, maybe you ought to bring it up to somebody.
Oh, I've already mentioned it several times, but obviously there's no money in it. It's all about the dollars over here. They do something if it is profitable, they'll jump straight on.
Well, what they could do is set up, like a small little cell phone charging station and charge you like 50 cents or something.
Oh, they do that, but they do that, and it's about $8 an hour.
Oh,
Yeah, because what they do is they rent out the little battery packs, and you basically use them, and then you come back, and then if you drop it back, they refund the deposit. Because I think it's a $30 or something deposit, and I'm thinking, I almost thought, well, shit, for $35, you might be able to get a new. Nah, it's because of the way the way they plug it into their charger. Unless you've got that exact model, it'll be impossible to charge. So, yeah. Here we go.
A lot of our buses now have USB sockets in them.
Yeah, and that's what I would have thought.
Not to mention free.
Yeah. Well, you can get free Wi-Fi from because we've still got the payphones.
Oh, you used to have payphones there?
Yep.
I haven't seen a payphone in years.
And a payphone is basically you get free Wi-Fi, but payphones are also there if you need to call emergency and the like. That's what they do. You can call emergency services and other services like emergency. And if you need to call for an ambulance, you need to call for help.
We've still got pay.
Yeah, because
just on the main road at the back of me.
Yeah, because we actually have it's 000 over here, not 911 or 999, but our emergency services, which is ESTA. Yeah.
The
So
number
000.
longest time to ring. Well, not with it being push buttons, but when
Hmm.
it was the old rotary dial 000 was the longest one.
That's why we have it, because it's the longest number to dial.
I don't think I've used a rotary telephone
I'll take you.
in 20 or 30
Thank you.
years.
Hmm. I haven't had one.
You want to?
I haven't had a rotary dial in the house in 25 years. But
Yeah, because what came out after that was the push button phone, that had the.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where you going, you?
I don't have a landline general. I've still got the connection there, because the landline connection is actually part of the VoIP, which is part of the internet connection,
Ah,
because we still use copper.
Mm.
For some reason, we haven't gone up a level yet. They think that 100 megabyte line is the fastest internet you have. And, that sort of thing is where I get laughed at.
Wait a minute, phone's ringing.
Yep.
the yeah, Jim says that he misses having a landline.
But you did disrespect me and the rest of this squad. And are we suspended? I'm not a big fan of air dirty laundry, so I decided to handle this in-house. And vacation skill. During which time, make sure that my vehicle yes. You're a detective. But if you tell me about most cool. Get out.
Well, Mark, what are you thinking? Well, the only thing, I don't have anything next really to share. I've been flying my Air 2S. I'm loving that. Still loving my Air 2S. And don't know if I will ever convert to another model. And as far as what's going on with DJI, that's kind of still up in the air. Nobody seems to know. A lot of speculation going on. But, you know, one person says that this is going to happen and that's going to happen. And until things really change, I don't know. Don't know. Yeah, that would be nice, Jim. Jim's promising to join the panel. Dominic's battery must have died. And I don't know where Mark is, but he's probably doing something. He I don't know what is there anybody else on tonight? I don't know. Let me look. Phantom's on. Those guys. I'm not seeing anybody else. Hey Jim, what drone are you looking at? Well, that's Jim. That's because you're using your cell phone, right? I can't figure out how to get online on the cell phone either. I have to have a computer. Here comes Justin. Maybe Justin can figure out why you couldn't get on, Jim. Hey, Justin, what's the secret, Justin? Jim's asking the secret for using his cell phone to get on with us. Justin, are you with me or not?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you hear what I said about Jim was having a problem getting online on the panel with using
Oh,
his cell phone?
if he's on a cell phone, all he should have to do is click the link. It should bring him right in.
Does he need?
He might have to download Zoom off of the Play Store, but you don't need an account to come into Zoom. You only have to be signed in. So you can go to the Play Store and download Zoom. It's actually pretty easy on a cell phone because you don't have to do a bunch of different microphones and shit and figure out what microphone you're using and all that. It just automatically picks your cell phone camera and your cell phone mic. Pretty easy on a cell phone. What's up, Brenda? How's it going, Jim? See,
Yeah, see, I've never used a cell phone to come online.
it's super easy online.
But
on a cell phone.
Okay, walk me through. Here's my cell phone. Okay,
Just go
so
to your chat.
you go to chat, which is,
And then you just click the link in your chat in your YouTube chat. You go to YouTube and go to your channel,
YouTube.
and then you just click the link that you pinned up at the top of the thing, and it should bring you right in. It could be Jim's phone though, because I know he's been having a lot of issues with that fucking phone. But he may have to have Zoom downloaded on his phone from the Play Store. So he might need to go to the Play Store and download Zoom. I don't know if you have to have Zoom, but Zoom is in the Play Store. It's free. It's a free download. That might have been his problem. Maybe he didn't have Zoom on his cell phone. That's what I would probably try, Jim, first is download Zoom from uh Play Store. You shouldn't have to you shouldn't have to be logged in order to use it though.
Well,
As a guess.
it says on mine when I try to go to Play Store, it says subscribe.
Subscribe. What? Let me see your screen. I can't.
Hey, hang on a minute. Let me unplug it. See up at the top there, it's saying subscribe.
Maybe you've never been in the Play Store before
Probably not,
on your phone. I don't know. I've never seen that come up before.
because when I tap Play Store, open Play Store. Okay,
You should be able to go up to the search engine up there and type in Zoom. There should be a search engine at the top.
Wait, you gave yourself a flu vaccine? At your house? Oh. Loomis, it's a flu vaccine you give yourself. Yeah, at home. You do what at home? What? Loomis, oh, vaccine? Delivered to
Oh,
you.
and Jim, what you all talking about this morning, I went back and listened and even enhanced the audio and used headphones, and I could hear something being said, but right when I heard it, Dre's box lit up and you could clearly tell Dre was looking at something on his phone. I think that came from his phone. I couldn't understand what it said, but he might have been clicked on an old live stream and it just happened to say that right at that time. I'm not sure. I couldn't tell what was said. Oh shit, that's hot. Yeah, possible, Jim. I don't know. Haven't had a new Android account in years. I've had the same Android account forever. It's basically Google. Well, I
Well,
can't
see,
say I had. Do I?
I put in here, install Google Play Store,
Uh-huh.
but it's all more or less telling you how to do it, you know?
You shouldn't have to install it. That should be pre-installed on the phone.
So how would I find it?
Go to your app tray, wherever all your apps are at. Usually you would swipe up from the left side of the screen. Like go to the complete left side of the screen and then
Go
like kind of
get
swipe
Google
out.
Google up like this.
No, you need to go to your home screen and go find the app.
Okay. Okay, I see. I've got an app here that says Play Store.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
Google Play, sign in.
Okay, now you just have to know your Google account, your sign in. Whatever Google account you use to start that
You know
phone up.
me and me and my
Oh, dude, I can't stand when I have somebody wants me to download an app on their phone for them, and they do that sign in shit every time you want to go to the Play Store. Oh, it's so fucking annoying. I don't have mine set to that. I have it just where it's open all the time.
sign in.
But some people will set that setting where you have to sign in every fucking time you want to download an app or something.
Oh, yeah, I can't.
Email or phone.
What'd you say, Mark?
I can't be asked doing it like that either.
No, it's super annoying. And anything that requires a second login on my phone, I just use the fingerprint. The
Yeah.
biometric.
I just use the Face ID.
Because like the banking apps and all that, they'll automatically go right to the biometric security. Say, well, you want to use that or you want to use your password? Well, fuck putting my password in every time.
I think pretty much all of my apps use the Face ID now.
But like if I want to go to like YouTube, just a basic app, I'm not setting it to sign in every time.
Yeah, no.
Like one kid was trying to figure out how to download a game on his phone the other day. And he asked me, he's like, I don't know what this means. And I looked at his phone and his parents had a thing on there where they had to sign in. He had to send the request off to his parents and then they had to approve it. I was like, yeah, I was like, you might want to ask your parents when you get home, dude. I was like, that means you can't download stuff on your phone without your parents' permission. Because it gave 2 different emails. And I said, whose emails are these? He goes, that's my mom and dad's. I said, yeah, they got some kind of parental lock on your phone.
Wrong password, it says.
That's the thing is people are so afraid about their kids being online and shit these days. But they don't use any of the safety features that are 100% readily available.
Yeah.
You can totally lock a kid's phone down to where they can't do shit on it without you knowing. You can even set it to where keywords, like say they go to Google and they punch in like sex or penis or some crazy word like that, it will have a list of code words. And if it does that, it triggers an automatic response to your phone. It says, and that's incoming or outgoing on the phone.
Yeah.
Because what it says Google and it says put in your password for, but it's got it's already got my email address up there. Do I put the password in for Google or password in for my email?
No, it'd be for Google.
Doesn't like the Google that I've got in here.
Yeah, and I don't know who set your phone up when you got that new phone. They obviously signed it in for you at some point to get it download all your stuff downloaded. Or they might not have. Yeah, exactly, Jim. It's like I'm one of those weird ones these days that don't believe in less screen time. I think you should have it balanced because that's the world they're living in. They ain't living in 1950 anymore. They're gonna have to get used to living that type of lifestyle. The better you prepare them for it and teach them about it than them get caught off guard later. Too many parents are trying to shelter their kids from the internet these days. No, let them see all the crazy shit. Tell them what's good, what's not, how to avoid things. Teach them the shit. Is it going to be the first one dumbass that falls for the whole gift card scam?
Really got bumped last night. I mean, they took my silver chain. You know, my grandma's chain.
My kids can spot a fucking scam a mile away from the internet. You think how integrated people are these days? Imagine what's going to be like in 100 years. Shit's still progressing the way it is.
Yeah, true.
I mean, the whole fucking like what do you want, a contact lens in your eye with pretty much all the internet and everything on it. It's like a screen, ain't far off.
Yeah.
I won't be surprised if a company don't already have something in the works and behind the scenes.
Well, they've already got it on glasses, haven't they? So
Mm-hmm.
with the next step.
I mean, it's not even a matter of, it's just figuring out how to condense the technology down. That's their biggest hurdle. The technology's already there. They just got to figure out how to condense it down. Uh, oh, he could do that, Jim, but I'm always afraid when he does that, he could log himself out and then really fuck his account up. I mean, he could do the I forgot password, but I don't know if he has access to a Gmail account on his computer. That's the only thing. If he doesn't have a device where he can get in there and get the code or the link to change his password, I ain't gonna help none.
Yeah, I'm all screwed up because now it won't even let me sign into AOL.
Well, how the hell do you manage that?
I don't know.
Well, I wouldn't worry about it anyway. You were just trying to get an app to test anyway, so it's not a big deal. I said all Jim needs to do is go to the Play Store, download the Zoom app, and then retry clicking the link in your chat again and see if it changes anything. Oh yeah, I don't deter my kids from being on the computers and phones. I'm actually the opposite, Jim. I'd rather them learn as much as possible before they get out in the real world on their own. I know everybody wishes it was the 1950s still, but unfortunately it isn't. But I bet you that's the reason why Jim was having trouble trying to get in the first time. It's probably because he didn't have Zoom on his phone. And I'm only guessing because I've never tried to come into Zoom's always been on my phone, so I've never tried to come in without it on my phone, so I'm not entirely sure.
Well, I think it tries to get in through the web first and then takes you to the app.
It's
Once tried.
possible. Like I said, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does because I always end up with Zoom open twice on my phone.
And you also got to remember too, your phone could act different than an Android too, so
Yeah,
can't
true.
really even compare that neither. Here comes Dominic. But I'm guessing more than not that he probably never had the Zoom app on his phone. So I would just try that and see what it does. I mean, he could create a free account, but I'm pretty sure you don't have to be signed in order to come in on it as a guest.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know you don't have to on a computer. It doesn't have to be logged in. It only
I'm
has to
back.
be logged in if you want certain features while you're
Mhm.
on Zoom.
Howdy.
What's up, Dominic?
Good afternoon. When I was on earlier before my phone battery died, you weren't on, so good evening to you then.
I saw on Paul's thumbnail you were on here, and then when I clicked on it, you were already gone. So
Oh, well, I dropped out because my battery died.
You're being very quiet, Dominic. What's up? Are you in somewhere, public place or something?
Yeah, I'm in a sort of cafe area. I'm gonna try and keep it down and not be my normal boisterous self.
it's hard to do that too when you got headphones in because you'd be talking louder than you realize.
Yeah.
Especially if you got good headphones in with the noise cancellation.
No,
Oh yeah.
I've just got the shit ones.
I mean, even regular earbuds will do pretty good because with that little rubber piece that goes in your ear, it kind of seals around your ear.
Yeah, well, that's what I've got. The ones that have got a little bit of a rubber piece on it. So yeah,
That's why I like that active noise technology that they put in there where you can turn off the noise cancellation and it draws in the outside sound.
Mm.
That way
Certainly.
you can hear actually better with your headphones in than you can with your regular hearing.
I'd say certainly would love, a pair of the Apple iPods, the Gen 4 or whatever they call them.
I
But
got a pair of Pros sitting in my computer dresser drawer. I got to rip apart and see what's wrong with them. They're not charging. I think maybe a wire might have desoldered or come off inside the case. I'll pop it open on the when I go on vacation. I'm going to work on that and see if I can get it to work.
Is it not just a couple of maybe a dirty connection down in the case?
I haven't really dug into it at all yet. It's just Sarah bought a new pair and just threw them in the drawer. And I found them the other day, and I was like, "What's wrong with these ones?" She goes, "They stopped working." I said, "Okay." So I went and threw them in my computer drawer, the dresser drawer. I threw them in my computer drawer, and I was going to take a look at them. What I'm going to do is clean them real good, clean out all the
I can't
connections and
sign
everything,
in. Just won't let me.
and I'm going to plug them in and test them, see if they do anything. And if they don't do anything, I'm going to pry the case apart and get in there and see if there's a wire maybe broken or something. It wouldn't surprise me because she carries those things in her purse. She'd probably get beat to hell by makeup and everything else in there.
Mm.
That's true, Jim. Yeah.
Mhm.
When my kids are fucking grandparents, they're gonna be saying, back in my day, I wish it was
Yes,
still
back
them.
in my day. Yeah.
Alls we had was smartphones. Didn't have all this fancy VR shit.
Mm. And these neural implants.
Yeah.
It'd be good to see if that actually works to get somebody that's like paraplegic being able to walk again.
Mm.
That'd be interesting. Or even where you could put like a Neuralink in somebody's head and like put a pair of contact lenses on them and it could like replace their eyeballs. I could see something like that too. Some kind of workaround where it just bypasses your natural eyes.
Yeah.
Well, as long as no world-ending shit happens in the next 40 years, we probably see some of that.
Well, that's pretty much all your retina is. The same as
Mm.
the digital sensor in a camera now.
Mm-hmm. It'd be great if we could transplant them in there for you, Mark.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
had a Neuralink in that could like attach to that part of the brain and then just relay that signal to a artificial lens.
Yeah, it'd be fantastic to
Mm.
get blind people to see again. I certainly would love to work on something like that.
Brenda said, "Welcome back, Dominic."
No worries. Thank you, Brenda.
The green screen's doing really good for you just being out and about.
Yeah, it is. I'm surprised. But the wall behind me is pretty, you call that thing, pretty flat. I'll show you.
You're probably using a lot of your graphics.
Mm,
What's in the computer to do that too? That's what
that's
NVIDIA
none.
broad.
That's
Yeah,
that's none.
that's what an NVIDIA broadcaster does. It uses
Mm,
like the power of your GPU in order to compensate for not actually having a screen
mm,
if you don't have one. And it does a pretty damn good job.
mm-hmm,
Yeah, that wall's not even green. That's like beige.
mm.
At least
Yeah,
that's what it looks like through your camera.
but it's one flat color, and it's also a flat wall. So maybe that'll help.
But Dominic, you got your issue resolved. How did you resolve your battery issue?
I got to the place where I was going and plugged my phone in
Oh, okay.
because I'm on a laptop now because that's where I was going because it's got a nice little uh, it's got tables and chairs and it's got a four uh, sort of like a 4-point PowerPoint setup.
Starting to get chilly outside again.
Hmm.
It was real cold this morning. It was super nice this afternoon.
Oh, great.
I mean, it was really nice out. Sunny, wasn't hot, wasn't cold, nice little breeze. And apparently, we had a driver get fired for driving over the railroad crossings without stopping.
Mm.
Apparently, it's highly illegal, especially for a school bus.
Is Mark still with us?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay.
Yeah, he's-
Because I was talking to you earlier and I didn't get any response back. That's why I was wondering.
I went out the room for a minute.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Oh my.
58. It feels like 58.
Oh, okay.
So how did the bus detail go today?
That was good. And we got a good test of the heater this morning. It worked really good. So
Oh.
we're looking to have a low of 41 tonight.
It's gonna get chilly at night, so you by the time you get back to the bus in the morning, it's liable to be cold, right?
It's,
Probably about 43 when I get on the bus.
here's an achievement.
How long does it take to warm that bus up?
About 20 minutes. Won't take long at all. Big old diesel motor, so
Well,
Hmm.
now it will the driver start it up as soon as he gets there, or what?
yeah, so I get there this morning, right? And he was there for like 20 minutes. He had started the bus up, went over, filled it up, went and put DEF in the bus, and then comes back over to the parking space so I can get on the bus. And I walk on the bus, the fucking air conditioning's on. And I'm like, how come you didn't turn the heat on? Well, I did. I said, no, the fuck you didn't. You turned the air conditioner on. I said, you can't feel that? He goes, oh shit. I was like, as soon as I stepped on the bus, it was blowing right in my fucking face. I could feel it. I was like, Jesus Christ, it's cold in here. It was like
Wow.
34 or something in the bus. I was like, fucking hey. I was like, turn the heat on. So I figured I was gonna walk in the bus and be all nice and warm when I got on this morning.
Yeah.
Fucking colder inside the bus than it was outside.
Yeah, especially since he went and filled it up and all kinds of stuff and ran it.
Yeah, it should have been halfway. I mean, it should have been up to about in the mid 50s, maybe low 60s by the time I got on the bus. But
Do the kids ever complain about air conditioning or heating on the bus?
Jim, you could just plug it. You might be able to just plug it into the power cord and turn it on.
Or you could, if the computer, if you just need photos on that computer, you can just take the computer apart, take the hard disk out, and see if you can fit it in a portable drive and take it down to a.
That's only if it has a removable. It could be soldered on the board, which would make it.
Yeah.
You would have to take it to a computer store and have them
Yeah,
hook it up. But
if
if
you
the
were able to
battery's
plug
bad, it should still run off of the power cord.
Yeah, you just plug the power cord straight in, take the battery out, and you can still use the actual computer. That's what I did for many years.
You don't really need to take the battery out, but he could still plug it in, just turn it on to move the
Mm.
pictures over to a thumb drive, and then I would reset the computer, do a factory reset, and toss it. Or destroy it, whatever you wanted to do with it. I mean, replacing a battery, if you do it yourself, isn't that expensive in a laptop generally, but
If they are removable batteries, yeah.
yeah. But being a 9-year-old laptop, it might have more ability to switch out parts. So the newer laptops are the ones that they make.
The newer ones are the ones where they're all solid state.
Oh yeah, because back in the day, like laptops, they would have port, and you didn't have to take the computer apart. You could just pop a door for the RAM, pop a door for the drive, pop a door for this, and you could just replace
Back in
things.
the days when everything was easy.
But now,
Jim-
just in order to even change RAM in a laptop, a lot of times you got to take the whole fucking thing apart.
Jim, that
Change the
doesn't
RAM
sound
switch.
like a lot of money, $50 to replace the battery in your laptop.
But it's 50 out of 250 though.
I mean, if it's worth the pictures to him, I would say spend the money, but
Get the battery, yeah.
it depends on whether he
I've
does it himself.
replaced a couple of batteries in my laptops. And the laptops themselves aren't as valued as the battery, but the laptop themselves are useless unless you can turn it on and run it.
But he might be better off spending $50 and just going to a computer shop and asking them to get the pictures off for him.
And yeah, I was just going to say if the only use in getting that laptop to work is just the photos, yeah, just pay a data recovery specialist.
Yeah, just take it to a computer store and ask them if they can rip the data off there for you. Put it on a thumb drive.
That's all you need. Yeah.
Or take it to a computer store and ask them what they think.
Well, it's not worth fixing if it's 9 years old. That's what I'm saying. Unless he just wants.
I don't know. I'm using 10-year-old computers here.
I wouldn't waste any money.
Yeah, but you're the outlier.
Yeah, but I wouldn't put any money into a computer that old.
Yeah.
I would find a way of getting the pictures off of it without having to spend any money or spend the money just to get the pictures off. I don't know. So whatever he wants to do. I mean, I would just take
this projection here is coming off an old Dell computer that's got to be 10 years old.
I would take it to a computer store and just ask them if they can get the pictures off for you and see what they say.
Yeah, but does he have another computer where he can dump that into
No,
it?
they can just put it on a thumb drive for him.
Yeah, but does he have something he can plug a thumb drive into?
He
Good
should
point.
have a USB port on there. Even being 9 years old, it should have a USB port. But if they are able to pull the photos off the laptop, they can put it on a thumb drive for him. All he has to do is take a thumb drive in there.
Yeah, but my point is this, according to what I understand, I could be wrong, Jim could correct me. He doesn't own a computer that works. All he has is his cell phone.
Okay.
Well, they could probably move him over to a cell phone app.
Yeah, that's another thing.
They could put it on a micro SD card that he could plug into his phone. Or he could take a thumb drive and go to Walgreens or Walmart and plug it into the machine and print all the pictures and just keep the thumb drive. I mean, there's tons of different ways to move it over to a different device. But But he might spend $50 just having somebody do it for him versus fixing the computer just to pull the photos off, and then the computer's kind of worthless. 9 years old, especially a cheap one like that.
Yeah, and he never did say what kind of make of computer it is either.
Dell?
Because being 9 years old and that cheap of a laptop, everything's probably soldered onto the motherboard.
Yeah.
Probably doesn't have a lot of removable stuff.
This is coming from the Dell computer over here. That's the computer over there on the back. Right here. That's a Dell computer.
I
Dell
would just,
laptop.
I'm gonna be honest, Jim, dude. I would just pull the photos off and just chuck that fucking laptop in the trash. I mean, because you don't want to spend the $50 to fix it, and it does turn on because he said it does turn on when he plugs it in. Just pull the photos off and junk the fucking thing. You might as well just get a new laptop at this point. I mean, you can go to Walmart and get another $200 laptop if you just want a basic laptop to do internet stuff on and have pictures on. You can go get a Chromebook. There ain't nothing wrong with those if you're just doing basic stuff. So sometimes you can get Chromebooks as low as $100 if you find the right deal.
Boone wanted to say hello to everybody. Come here, Boone. Boone, come here. I think he thinks he wants to go outside, but it's colder than hell out and it's dark. That's what he wants. I'm right back.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't even bother fixing it. I'd just get the photos off of it and get yourself something newer. It's going to be good for another 5-6 years easy. Like if it was like a 2-year-old laptop or maybe a 3 or 4-year-old laptop, I'd say it might be worth fixing and just putting a new $50 battery in. But if it was that important to you, but being that old, I would just get the photos off and throw it away. Get something newer. Like I said, you could spend $150 and go get you a decent little Chromebook. That'll do what you need it to do. Because you're not doing nothing super extensive, so you don't need nothing powerful. You don't need like an Alienware laptop or nothing crazy like that. Let's see here. Yeah, like right now, Best Buy's got they got an HP 14-inch laptop, Intel processor, 4 gigs of memory, nothing crazy, 154. They got a Chromebook, an Acer Chromebook, 15.6 inch for 119. They even got a Lenovo iPad Slim 3 Chromebook, 14 inch for 149. I said you don't need nothing crazy. You're just doing basic internet stuff. They also have a Samsung Galaxy Chromebook for 149. Target's got an Acer Chromebook for 121.
Hello, Dusty.
Lay down.
And if you catch the Chromebooks around Black Friday, dude, sometimes they're only like $100.
Yeah.
There you go. That's what I would do, Jim. That's exactly what I would do. Get something that's newer that's gonna last you another 5, 6, 7, 8 years.
It just depends on your budget too. Mm.
Well, like I said, he doesn't need nothing that is crazy powerful. I mean, he's
If you're
probably,
only just using it for YouTube, Chromebooks are perfect.
yeah, YouTube, just basic banking. I mean, he's
Yeah,
not like
YouTube.
doing DaVinci or fucking running PC gaming
Yeah.
or nothing crazy like that. You don't need nothing
Yeah.
powerful.
No, you only need that for a DaVinci color grading.
I said, Black Friday's coming up here in what, about 2 weeks
Mm.
or about a week and a half, something like that. Whenever Thanksgiving is, dude. Like I said, check Walmart, Target, Best Buy.
Mm.
You probably get a really nice Chromebook that's around $200 for about $100.
Mm. And Black Fridays have made it down to Australia.
Because usually the $250 ones, they'll usually drop them to about 130, 140.
Mm.
Black Friday's already started over here.
I think ours
Ours.
starts tomorrow.
Or starts, I think, the day before Thanksgiving. I think that's when they start it now.
Yeah, it's not officially until then, but they start doing Black Friday stuff like 2 weeks before Black Friday now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and some of the stores will continue the Black Friday sales a month or two after the Black Friday's over. If they have a big overstock of a certain item, they'll keep it at the Black Friday price just to get rid of it. That's what we did with the Santa. We did that 2 or 3 years in a row with the Chromebooks because we had so many of them. They fucking sent like 4 pallets of them. We only got rid of like a pallet during Black Fridays. So our whole fucking electronics room 3 years in a row was piled full of them. And we put them down to $100, and they were originally like 189.
Mm-hmm.
And we were selling probably 2 or 3 a day. It took us about 2, 3 months to get rid of all of them. So I wouldn't buy a Chromebook because I wouldn't, not for what I do, but for what Jim does it, I think it'd be perfect for him.
Mm.
And he would be very familiar with the operating system because it's just like his cell phone.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I read that, Jim. That's what I was saying. I'd definitely do that. I said, just check Walmart, Target, Best Buy, Amazon. Just put in Chromebook, see what kind of deals they got. And then check around Black Friday in the next couple weeks and probably pick up something really nice for cheap. Because the Chromebooks, I think, range all the way up to about like $400. They got a little bit better processors, a little bit more memory and storage.
You go up the levels.
Don't buy no used Chromebooks because they ain't worth it. People be trying to sell used ones for like 150 on eBay. They ain't worth it at that price. And the laptops even have the USB-C that supports video too. You can put an HDMI adapter in there, plug it right into a TV.
Dusty, why would he want to buy you?
I don't know. I'll check that out.
Why would he be doing a show tonight?
Bill, as in Bill Thomas, Coast to Coast.
Oh, I was thinking Uncle Bill. I was like, he usually goes on
There's
Friday nights.
there's so many different Bills around.
Yeah, no, it's usually Johnny on, but he's not on, so Art will probably be on.
Yeah.
Oh, they got tons of Chromebooks at Walmart in the store, Jim. So you got plenty to choose from. Go in there. See if they have any marked. Ask them when you go in there too if they have any on clearance. Because sometimes they might have one that somebody bought, walked out the store for 20 minutes, opened it up, brought it back in, and decided they didn't want it. And every once in a while, somebody will put it back on the shelf and they'll mark it down. And they're really not supposed to, but some stores will do it.
Yeah, open box.
Or just ask them if they have any on clearance. Because like I said, sometimes they get a lot of one model that they can't get rid of. And the manager will go in there and mark them down. Just look for the yellow tags on them.
But nothing scheduled.
That's actually a good place to find cheap cell phones. Sometimes Walmart, you'll get like they'll have like say an S25 Ultra, like a brand new S25 Ultra, right? And all of a sudden they'll just have one random ass one that's marked down to like $200, and it'd be like a fucking $1,000 phone. Like people find really good deals in there sometimes on cell phones, or they might have like a company, because a lot of those small kind of off-brand cell phone companies that provide service, but they don't actually own towers or anything. Every once in a while they'll switch hands or they'll go out of business. And so they'll try to get rid of the phones with that branding on it. And sometimes you'll get like an iPhone 13 or 14. You could get it for like 100, 150 bucks. Just because they need to get rid of it. It'll be unlocked so you can use it with anybody. Suggesting the Acer Chromebook for 192. Much further ahead getting into that, no doubt. Oh yeah, for sure. I said if your laptop was only a couple years old, I'd say totally worth spending 50 bucks. But that's only if you're doing it yourself too. If you're not paying somebody to put it in, that might cost you another.
Well, now on my Dell, the batteries just plug in on the body, on the bottom of it. You just,
Well, that's what I said. A lot of them
things-
don't do that anymore.
two of them
Like-
you just clip them off,
A lot of them don't have.
So they're internal and you can't just do that.
Yes, like I said, a lot of times back in like 10 years ago and older, you could just pop out a battery, replace the whole battery cartridge. You could pop the doors off, replace RAM. Maybe a drive. It might have a door for a drive, so you can put a bigger drive in. But now everything's internal, and you got to literally rip the whole casing apart, and then unplug the battery, unscrew it from the casing, and then pull it out, put the new one in, screw it in, plug it in. I mean, it's all plug and play, most of the parts. It's not like you have to solder the battery in or anything. It's just you got to tear it all apart. And you want to be real careful when you're tearing a laptop apart.
Okay, well, I've got to drop off. I've just
Yeah,
seen
I'm
the
gonna-
time.
Yeah, I'm jumping off too. It's already 7 o'clock. I'm gonna work.
So
in the
we're gonna-
morning, so I'll catch y'all later.
Okay. And I'll see you later as well.
All right,
Or
later.
we're going to close it
Hey,
down.
Justin,
Just message me, Jim, if you got any questions, and I'll help you out. Or you can call me if it's during the
Justin,
day
have a
time.
good evening.
All right.
We'll
See you
see you
later.
tomorrow.
We're going to shut it down.
Yep, I think so.
I'm going to, yeah, because I'm dropping off as well.
It's
So,
7 o'clock and David, yep, and we've only got 8 people watching, so.
okay, then I'll
Hey, everybody. Hey, thanks for being here. We'll see all of you again tomorrow.